check. Didn't have nobody, recorded myself, check, check. Didn't ask for help, handled it myself, check, check. When I make it, I don't own no.
What's up, world? We back, Men of Elite Topics. Remember, this is a public service announcement, so if you're offended, then it must be you. Listen, we're going to touch on something real touchy, right? If you parents, if you're offended, it must be you, and we really don't care. I'm just saying, it really doesn't matter if not. So we're going to talk about, who's raising our children today. You know what I'm saying? Who are we the best parents that we can be? Are we the best role models we can be? What happened to kicking your kids' ass? Is that the reason why they out there doing all that old stupid shit that they're doing? What you think?
That's pretty much the reason why they're fucking up the way they're fucking up. Because I understand you don't want nobody to put their hands on your kid, but you don't even want a motherfucker to say shit to your kid when they see them doing something wrong. Can't nobody tell you shit different about what your kids do. Trust me. We were all at that age. Our parents didn't know what the fuck we were doing when we weren't around them.
Right.
I don't put them past my kid when I'm not around. You see what I'm saying? But, yes. Older my kids are, and some of y'all see my son is cutting and ripping as he is, I'll still whip his ass. I'm going for better. You know what I'm saying? And he knows that. 17, yeah, he still get that ass.
Right.
He know it.
Right.
He know it. Ain't no doubt about it.
Right.
But the thing is, I haven't had to do it in a couple of years now. Because once you started, see what I'm saying?
So once you set that tone.
Once you set that tone,
right.
That's it. And I tell friends of mine, friends of me and my wife, y'all see my kid doing something, I need to know. Yeah. See what I'm saying? I need to know. Call me. I'll meet you up there. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see my son riding around and he riding crazy and shit, call me, let me know. Right. Record that shit, send it to me.
Right. So
I need to know. Because y'all parents don't understand what these kids are doing when y'all not around. Your kid can be the sweetest, the most adorable kid in the world when they're around you. But once they leave the house, you don't know what they're doing.
What happens to, man, it takes a village to raise a child.
Right. I agree with that.
There's so many people that don't want nobody to say nothing to their kids that they say. And that's part of the problem. Another problem is, it's not letting society raise your kids. I mean, be involved. What PTA means? You got to start this shit when they know. You can't wait till they get a teenager and then all of a sudden you want to be superhero parents.
So then they ain't fucking with you. No. So it's too much outside influences that's going to keep them from, one, listening. Two, are they really going to be in tune and really want to sit down and talk to you? First thing they're going to say is, I got to hear this shit. Yeah. If you put it in, if you embed it early, then they'll know. Oh, shit, well, here we go. I do this talk. And then you won't have that talk as much. Right, because they're going to know. Hey, mom and dad are going to be on this shit. Let me do this right. That way I won't have to hear that. You know what I'm saying? It'll already be known that these are my expectations. And this is what I really want you to do. I mean that. No bullshit. The Bible says you spare the rod, you spoil the child. Beat that ass is what I'm saying. I got my ass whooped. Beat down is what I'm saying. You do that shit now, motherfuckers be wanting to call the law and all this type of shit. Well, you raise the motherfucker then. How about that? Call him. Yeah, nothing back. Call him. Call him, motherfucker. I'm gonna let you watch me beat that ass. That's what I'm saying.
One or two things gonna happen when I get out of jail. Either I ain't gonna be there, I'm been on movie. So you figure out where the fuck you gonna drop her at.
Right.
Or you gonna end up calling him again. Bottom line. So you might well wait right here, because I'm gonna beat his ass again for calling the goddamn police.
Right. Another thing that's crazy, man, is people scared to keep it real with their kids.
Yeah, man.
They scared to tell the truth.
Yeah.
I mean, all of us ain't no saints. We all done wrong. Be honest with the kids about shit that can happen out here in this world.
Right.
When it comes to sex, you can't be scared to talk to your kids about it when they get of age. And it's time, and they gonna want to experiment.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, they friends doing it. Yeah. They gonna be peer pressure. Why can't you just keep it real and tell them how it's gonna be? Stop trying to scam. Give them the real information.
Yeah.
Tell them about drugs and all of this stuff, man.
Right,
when they get
right.
of age to see that.
And the younger that they are, the more peer pressure it is now.
Mhm.
So it's even worse in middle school.
Yep.
It's even worse in the 5th grade. You know what I'm saying? It's most definitely bad in high school. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, talk to your kids and say, hey, you know what? This is the shit I used to do.
Mhm.
And here's why it is what it is. I'm trying to make a better life for you. I don't ever want you to walk through the shoes that I walk through.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I don't ever want you to go through the shit that I went through. Don't be smoking weed and all that type shit. Leave that shit alone because this is what it does. Until you grown,
Yeah. You do what the hell you want.
you do what you want to do.
Wrong.
As long as you in my house, you ain't got two choices.
Yep.
Do what I say and shut the fuck up.
Yep.
I care about your feelings. That's
Yeah.
cool. You can come to me and you can say whatever you want. I care about your feelings.
Yeah.
You have a right. You have a voice in my house. You can do whatever it is that you do as long as you keep it under respect. Right? But your main objective, do what I say and shut the fuck up. And I promise you'll live a whole lot longer.
Exactly. And like C said, man, for PTA, you know, visit the school. My wife, I give it to my wife, hands down, that she will take her ass up to the school anytime she feel like she need to go up there. She would just drop up. She just drop up there with drop her down.
Right.
And I admire my wife for that.
Right.
And a lot of us don't want to do that. Instead, we won't go to the PTA meeting, but we'll go to the goddamn talent show.
Yeah, the football game.
Football games.
My baby playing football.
Right.
Yeah.
Basketball games and
Yeah,
all
but
that.
when you when your baby on the bench, you wonder, he held on the field, but then you wonder why he on the bench. Because he ain't passing them down great.
They can't sit down and do.
Right.
And parents, what's wrong with y'all helping with this homework? I mean, I don't get that, man. If you don't know how to do it, then, I understand that too. But if you see they struggling in this subject, give them some help.
Like,
Right.
and football and basketball is not the only thing that'll get your kids ahead. You got
Exactly.
other shit they can be doing. Music, dancing, comedian. I mean, whatever they want to do, stand behind them.
Right.
It ain't just about basketball, football, and baseball. There's other things that school offer that can get your kid ahead and you make your kid a lot of money in the future.
Right.
About sport.
Yeah, because the ratio of getting signing that contract, that goddamn NFL contract, is fucking 2 million to 1.
Right.
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 2 million to 1.
Right. Everybody trying to do it.
Because everybody trying to do it.
And most important, one more thing I'm gonna add: if you're gonna tell them what to do, be the example of what to do.
Right.
Or what not to do.
You know, yeah.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you're gonna sit here and tell your kid, don't do this, don't drink, don't smoke, don't have sex, don't do all this, no sex before marriage. You know, we can even get biblical with it. We're gonna tell them all of this stuff that we don't want them to do. But every day they walk their ass in the house and they see you doing this shit.
Yeah.
What type of message are you sending?
Exactly.
When you sitting at the table with your homeboy, your homegirl, your folks, out sitting around smoking dope, smoking weed and shit, drinking, you don't need to be exposing the kids. Especially not the young kids.
Yeah.
Now, when you have older kids in the house, then you talk to them, say, hey, let's go out and do this shit. But if they still go out and do it, you can't get mad. Hell, they learned it from you.
Stop using that goddamn excuse. My mama used to do this. My daddy used to do
Hey,
this.
well, hell, we know the fruit don't fall too far from the tree. I got that part. But goddamn, you gotta have some sense when you hit the ground and roll.
There
Shit.
you go.
Come on.
There you go.
Like she say, you got talk to them about the birds and the bees. You know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid to talk to your kids about sex, because whether you know it or not, when they come in there and your daughter telling you she like women, or your son telling you he like men, you wonder why? Because you didn't want to explain to him how it's supposed to be. You see what I'm saying? That could be the reason. So guess what he did? Or
The
she
experiment.
did. They try to figure it out on their own.
Right. Well, somebody told them.
And somebody told them.
Yeah. So you
Well,
need to.
it ain't nothing wrong with, you being with a man and a woman. You see what I'm saying? Where I tell my son, it's supposed to be, you supposed to stick it in, not get stuck in it.
Right.
Bottom line. Fuck that.
Right.
Bottom line.
Right.
Don't shit go back there.
Exit only,
But
homie.
shit,
Excellent.
bottom line.
That's it.
Don't be afraid to talk to your kids about that shit, because you know what?
Right.
The school are not teaching them this shit anymore.
Right. They gonna
At
teach
some
them what
point,
they
it's your responsibility to
Right.
teach them shit.
Right.
And then and the teacher's gonna feel like you don't care because they having to raise their kids for you.
Right.
Raise your kids for you.
Right.
Don't do that. And at the
Right.
same time, and it goes for women too. Same thing. You tell that little girl, you tell your daughter, hey, listen, this is what happens when you have unprotected sex. This is what happens when you with a motherfucker that don't really care about you. This is what happens.
Yeah.
You get pregnant, you have kids, and look at what happens. You know, be the, not saying that you'll be a bad example, but just show them, hey, this is not what you do. This is not how a woman carries herself. This is not how a lady acts. Men, this is not how a man acts. You know, you raise your son, you know, you teach him the way, and you show him. And I promise you, he most definitely will be, oh yeah, you know what? Daddy told me. Damn, mama told me that. Let me not do that.
I said, they might not like it when they're going through it.
Exactly.
But later on in life,
They appreciate it.
they'll come back and tell you
Right.
about it.
Right.
At the end, they appreciate it.
Right.
And you know, all these kids who seem to think, you know, y'all parents don't understand them. Let me give you a little exercise to do. I told my son to do this the other day. I said, son, get a piece of paper and you draw a line straight down the middle. And you write all the good things your parents done did for you. And you write all the bad things that done did to you. My son can only come up with one bad thing that we done did to him. And it wasn't even bad. It was that we don't understand him and we try to talk to him. It's not my job to understand you, son. It's my job to tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear.
Right.
My thing is, I challenge anybody to do that exercise. Because kids, they'll say in a minute, oh, my mom be tripping, my dad be tripping. Have them to write all the good things on one side and all the bad things on the other side. If you're a damn good parent, I guarantee you, they can't come up with no more than 2 bad things in that bad column. I bet you that.
And if you're not going to be a parent, you let somebody else be a parent.
Yeah.
You let a parent.
Like the goddamn police.
Right. Listen, if you